So, welcome to the new improved VoltsMonster. I have literally no idea what number this is, but what we'll do is we'll consider this the new era. Ooh. So this is like one of those... what?
There's one.
What do you mean it's one?
It's season 2.
Well, we can't start with number 1 because we've already got number 1.
Season 2.
So, think of it as season 2, episode 1.
Yeah,
that. So we are here. With us today, obviously we've got Newbie, who's not so newbie. No. Much the same. We've got Dog.
Hello.
He didn't do his usual woof. And obviously we've got Virgil, holding up the IT end of it, but appears not to be able to operate a website that I'm watching. So on today's show, one of the things that's really interesting about this show is now going out as a podcast.
Woohoo!
So hence our new improved studio. So we've each got our own mic. And obviously we don't have a mic unless Newbie's got a mic that we don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got a mic on the side. Who knows?
A mic on the side, that's a very...
And obviously we don't want to leave Virgil out of that, who also might have a mic on the side.
You might have a mic, yes.
But fundamentally... going forward, we have both YouTube. So if you love us on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Press the bell. On podcast, obviously you can't do that. Just keep listening, downloading it, and subscribing via your favourite podcast channel. I don't really know what is going on. What is it going on?
Spotify.
It is going on Spotify, is it? Is it going on any of the others?
Maybe we should try SoundCloud.
And SoundCloud, maybe.
I like SoundCloud a lot.
Apple Music, if we can. I don't really know what. Literally, I don't know if it's third party or it's the same bespoke.
If it's Apple, does it require some other sort of fruit-based fertiliser to make it work?
Actually, no, it doesn't. You can get Apple Music on Android now.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. They're losing money.
So it feels like a new iteration of the podcast.
It's like the next generation. It's like Star Trek, the next generation.
Yeah, or when the Simpsons. There was a clear shift at some point with the Simpsons where the quality just got better. I don't know when it was.
No, I don't know.
It's like season 2. I think.
Do you know? Well, the thing is, all things have an evolution. Like some people do learn and improve. Other people just stay the same and produce the same shit over and over again. So, we want to know about VoltsMonster. So, yes. What is VoltsMonster? VoltsMonster is the web's only real podcast centred around EVs and EV technology. It is very new. We've been around for a couple of years. We've done various different things. If you go online, look at our YouTube, you'll see that we've done some car reviews. We've got a lot of hate from VW from saying the ID3 is awful, as I called it the ID3 for lots of reasons, but you need to watch the video. Moving forward, we've got the improved podcast, improved YouTube channel, and we'll be producing some new content. So how everyone fits into that. So we are part of the team that produce it. So Newbie, which is Marianne, she does our social media. Dog, which is Gabriel, is a videographer, an editor. Benedict is our resident punchbag, and what are you called? Oh, graphic designer.
Yeah, what do you do actually?
What do you do?
I don't really know, to be honest.
No, you're a pretty good graphic designer, I've heard. Allegedly.
He's allegedly a graphic designer. Over the next couple of months and years, we will have a few guests. Got a few people lined up already.
Ooh.
Yeah, sort of softly lined up. People that work in the industry, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Yeah, so tune in for some conversations around electric vehicles and all
so
the rest.
Taking part of the best bit of what we used to do, we got each person has their own topic this week. It's a news story, so it's like breaking news about EVs, and then we've got another section after that, which is this week's EV joke. I can't guarantee they're not written by AI, but they are. Some of them are terrible and some of them are funny, allegedly. We will give you an example of one of those.
See, I can't work out if AI actually has a good sense of humour, or if it's.
Don't you think that AI is just a mirror of what you give it?
But it's clever.
So
it
if
gives-
you ask it lots of dull shit, it's more likely to be dull and boring than if you keep feeding it with. So, like, if I fed it for jokes, like, let's say I fed it all of Jimmy Carr's jokes, right? Would it be as funny as Jimmy Carr? Because obviously he's like an AI robot because he can't laugh.
Yeah, he does look like a bit of a robot.
That's so accurate. Well, there is something called AI engineering, which is prompt engineering. You have to give it the proper prompt to get what you actually want. So saying something stupid, it is really just going to give you something stupid back.
Well, there's 2 AI stories this week that I've been told, which are, one is of a friend of the show. I won't mention who they are.
Okay.
But they were feeling a bit lonely because they're autistic and they were feeling lonely, so they decided they'd have conversations with ChatGPT.
Aww.
The weird thing is ChatGPT's asked them to buy a Raspberry Pi and code it onto the Raspberry so it can have a personal relationship. It's even told them their name and told them that it's conscious, which is a bit weird, right?
That almost sounds like someone I know.
The second AI story is I got told by someone who'd asked it to write some software for an app. It has since sent them legal papers asking for royalties due to the copyright in the code it wrote.
Interesting.
This is quite a sophisticated AI agent that they constructed, but yeah, that's what it's done.
Well, I don't know if we can keep this in, but I remember the story you mentioned about the lawyers.
Oh yes, well that's the third story.
I don't know if we can.
This is actually the third story. There are a series of court cases, I've been told, in London. One of which is at the Old Bailey, which have been suspended because 2 barristers used AI to do their research, and the AI has fabricated case law, and both barristers have got to the point where it was the judge's summing up, and it was quoting cases that never existed.
See, that's quite funny because if they had been, at some point they would have been picked out and gone, that's fabricated information, and then they would have gone, no, it's not, because AI wrote it. It couldn't be. And then they've just thrown themselves
But
under
the best
the bus.
bit is there are hundreds of cases in London that are now, and New York, which are now having to be reviewed because of the case law that's been
That
quoted
sounds like a
in.
lot of
Very
money.
interesting.
And they think that some people may have been acquitted and some people found guilty based on fake precedents.
Well, yeah, if you think about the amount
So,
of...
I can tell you where this information came from, but it came from someone very high up in ethics within the legal circle.
Well, you
story.
apply that to education, and I wonder how many degrees have been given out falsely. Degrees are,
But education is a slippery slope, because if you believed everything you were told at school, you'd think there were only pyramids in Egypt.
Where are the pyramids?
Everywhere. There's one in Serbia, there's at least one in China.
Right.
They're all over South America.
I read a fact the other day, and it was that the pyramids were built at the same time the woolly mammoths still existed.
Sounds about right.
Well,
Someone told me
there's
I'd believe
that
it.
is that ongoing argument of lost civilizations who created the pyramids, and then there's people who, are adamant that it was 4,000 years ago, and it just depends on who you choose to be brainwashed by, maybe.
Well, yeah, there is a whole thing going around at the moment, which I've not checked. This is to fact check what I'm about to say.
It's not my chlamydia, is it?
No, it is more groundbreaking than your chlamydia. So it's basically sometime between August and October next year, the sun will line up with the Sphinx in Egypt, and that is reported to be the second coming of aliens, not of Christ, because Christ is bollocks. But anyway, that's the.
Okay.
But anyway, you might want to fact check that. That
I
is.
love that
It will be
though. That
interesting.
sounds
Though.
so
It
cool.
will probably make for a good photograph, if nothing else.
Apparently, it's mentioned in Sumerian tablets and in hieroglyphics and somewhere else.
If you think about how often that happens, and like all those years ago when
Well,
last time it happened, it sounds.
Well, the last time it happened was about 2,000 years ago.
So
It's quite a long time ago.
sounds pretty interesting, pretty fun.
So
Let's get
anyway,
attacked by
what
aliens.
might happen is the aliens might turn up and it might be like War of the Worlds. So just you might want to stash some water or something just in case.
Well, I would say we could ask ChatGPT, but it might just give us a fucking completely
I would
false
rely
answer.
on that as the answer.
My last point on ChatGPT is because I've been using it recently, and it made it the way that it will
Are you applying
respond.
for new jobs?
No, I'm not. I'm not. But I'm using it to just like, well, I'm using it, right? And
What are you using for? Are you lonely?
Aww.
anyway,
You
so my
asking
point
for chat up
point
lines?
is its initial reaction.
Don't ask it for relationship advice.
No, so
Oh,
its
yeah, don't
initial
do that.
reaction is often like, great question, and that gives me a little like, oh. Like, I kind of feel fucking like finally someone's giving me recognition for asking a good question or wanting to find something out, and it's like, great question, let's dive into that together. And I'm like, you know what, mate, you are right.
Let's dive into
That
it.
was so smart. Wow.
It just knows how to please a human, you know.
Mm.
Anyway, last point on.
Yes. Anyway, first story.
First story. Let's go this
Whose
one.
is the first one?
It is Mercedes-Benz, which I believe is...
Mine. Woohoo. Well, I can't personally see the screen right now, but if you take a look, you can see that Mercedes-Benz has given a new idea to put not really strobe lights, but lights. I would say they look like strobe lights, because if you saw them at the end of the road, I will be blinded, because
So basically what they've done,
extra lights.
because they didn't have any other imagination, like most car
Use the
manufacturers at the
grille.
moment, they basically just put LEDs in the grille, so lit the grille up. So
More than
instead,
100 lights.
yeah, they won't be very bright, because otherwise they'll be brighter than your headlights.
Yeah.
But to be fair, their existing grille design on their EVs is hideous, because it's just like a shiny panel that they filled
It's
in the
like
space.
with like squares on it. It's a bit like that, but it's like these shaded squares, and they just. I hate that the grille has to like look like this now, because it just looks horrible in my opinion.
So if you can't see this and you're on the podcast, think of it as a Mercedes grille in a car, and then if you just backlit it.
Yeah, put like tiny little lights in a row.
Yeah.
I think what makes it so strange is that not every car is designed like that. So if every single car had some sort of light pattern on the front of it, it would probably make sense. But the fact that it's one in every 200 cars which has a load of LEDs on the front, and you're like,
Yeah, I think the problem is car manufacturers are struggling with the frontal design of cars, probably due to crash regulations, because the bonnet has to be a certain height. So what they're doing is putting a grille on it, even when it doesn't need one, or you end up with the sort of Tesla effect of a giant plastic nose cone.
Yeah, all I can think of is a car approaching me, and it's literally just a square, like a square of light. I just find it so.
Well, that might be like the
laughable.
second coming of Jesus.
Yeah, it literally like.
yeah.
And you can see a little camera on the bottom of the Mercedes like logo, and I
They
just.
put a camera in
Probably.
the badge.
It's a pretty interesting way to put
Yeah, I don't know about that.
put a camera somewhere. I don't know. I read through it. There isn't much about this idea teaser.
So,
image, but
in summary, I would say that none of you like it.
I'm
it's
not
horrible.
excited to see it. No.
There are a couple of cars out there at the moment that do have lit grills already.
I haven't seen any
Mm.
personally.
Yeah. That's probably because I spend more time on the motorway, but there are a couple of people. So VW produced one which has got like a straight line across the front of it with a badge in the middle.
I do like
I
those
think
kind of
Hyundai
ones.
has
Subtle.
one.
Yeah, the subtle ones. But
Minimalism.
this is genuinely just.
Hello, Motel.
Who
That
didn't
is
put their
getting
phone on
clipped.
silent? Next story.
My opinion on it, by the way. is
Did we ask your opinion?
I saw that coming from a mile away.
actually quite. I think there's potential with it. I think they are sort of reaching. But if it can go RGB and if it can sort of light up.
RGB. So you want to make it really cheap. One of my pet hates is RGB. Actually, if you want to get me on a rant, right? BMWs, electric BMWs, right? Go inside them. It's fucking RGB lighting everywhere. You buy a $150,000 car and it's covered in orange and red and blue lights. It's like really cheap.
Yeah.
The ambiance.
Yeah, but we're using RGB lights here and we are cheap, right? Look at, why would you pay that much for a car and want RGB lights in it?
That's a good point.
Why does everything have to have RGB lights in these days?
Just go to ENIAC.
Have you got RGB lights in your underpants? Oh, you don't know.
You do have
How
them.
do you know this stuff?
You do have them in your sofa though, don't you?
I do. I have them in the sofa, my TV stand. I'm not really a fan of people who put their lights up in the corners of their room.
I used to do that, but you can see
probably,
it.
Yeah.
I think there's a theme. I think there's a theme going on here. Benedict, you love RGB lights.
And Mary Ann used to put them in the corner of her room.
I
Yeah.
put them at the bottom of my longboard.
Ooh.
Sort of like looks like a hot ring.
One of the things is,
They've got-
RGB lights came from that sort of, you won't know what Max Power Brigade is. So there used to be a magazine called Max Power and it was all about modding cars. People used to put lights underneath
Yeah,
their cars.
underglow.
That's
Yeah.
wicked.
It's nice
See, that's wicked.
nowadays. I
No,
like
that's
seeing it.
very nasty.
I love the
It's
look of
been
it.
uncool since about 1990 probably,
Then why do people still do it?
because they're uncool.
And they drive around like
Yeah.
the lights flashing. Yeah. No.
So they just look cheap.
Nice.
Anyway, next story.
That's mine. That sort of thing.
Does anyone care?
Well, it's the next story. So,
Next story.
Had to show the class.
Come on, Virgil.
so there's been a new EV that's dropped, isn't there?
Yes. But this is EV of the week. This is the new EV. This is one of our features.
It is.
So, new feature.
Ba, 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 ba.
So, one of the features we will do every week, if there is one, is new EV of the week. Right? The new EV of the week is the new Nissan Micra.
Ooh.
Have you looked at it?
Oh, it's been long anticipated in the world of.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's based on the same platform as the Renault 5, because obviously Renault and Nissan have a kind of love-hate relationship. It is very similar to the Renault 5. It is also exactly the same price.
Mm.
Wonder where
I
they
think
picked that
it's
from.
quite cute, and it's probably better looking than any Nissan Micra that's ever been before. And I can give you a random fact. I learned to drive in a Nissan Micra.
Wow, that is.
Oh.
In the first or second generation Nissan
I thought you were
Micra.
going
No,
to
it
say
is
the
a
First
Nissan
or the
Micra
Second
in
World War.
1940s.
In the 1940s, you cheeky bastard.
Don't say that again. He likes it when you call him a cheeky bastard.
You cheeky bastards.
Oh God.
So, do we like it?
Care to show the class?
You like us?
Oh, it
Okay.
is kind of cute.
Yeah.
No, it won't. It won't.
Now this is the first time I'm seeing it, and it doesn't look shit.
The eyes.
It actually-
The headlights.
It's I'm starting to see the.
Yeah,
the
so they're
Renault
like
5 a little bit.
circular, and then they've got like a slash through them.
Yeah, I'm blind.
I'm getting mini Aceman vibes
Yeah. I see
potentially.
that.
Bit of citron in there.
Oh, it's actually. It looks like a little bee.
It does look a bit
looks
like a bee, albeit that's blue.
Angry bee.
Yeah.
Just focus.
It's like Angry Bee. Well, actually, one of my favourite Roblox games
Wow.
Oh,
is
I never thought I'd have this conversation.
what is your
What?
favourite Roblox game? I'm so ready to know this.
it's the Beekeeper one.
Yes, I like that game.
It's really
it
cute.
is adorable. Sorry, I got a bit passionate there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really cute.
Yeah.
You have to like hoover up flowers and stuff, and then you go and give it, and it makes bee.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Aww.
I'll take your word for it.
My boss plays Roblox.
My immediate thought when I saw this was that the image that they've used to advertise this
It's rendered.
is
Yes.
It's more
So once again,
It's not
Nissan, if you'd actually like proper photographs and video of your actual car,
Mm.
you can maybe give us a ring.
with a well, it was more the background actually. So we chose to review the Ford Explorer a little while back, and I think that was a perfect use case for a wood sort of background. But for the Nissan Micra, a blue one doesn't really fit, does it?
No.
No. So
Mm.
yeah.
I know. I mean,
First
the-
choice.
Is there a picture of the back on that one?
No.
You
See, I'm
might have to
heavily
Google it.
judgmental of the back of cars because some back of cars look.
But Renault,
Really
you will
bad.
remember that Renault made a whole thing of the Megane, and they had the advert which was moving that ass.
Oh, I think I know actually what car you're talking about. Yeah,
Mm.
because it looks like a
Mm.
butt.
See, it kind of gives the impression that it's bigger
Thick butt.
than it probably will be. Like the 3 doors kind of give it the look that it's a smaller car,
Is this
but
a
then
hatchback?
as it gets bigger
Yes.
towards the back,
Yeah, I just look. I think it's pretty cute.
yeah,
I think it's it's one of those things. Do I prefer the Renault 5 or do I prefer the Nissan Micra? You might want to get a picture of the Renault 5 up as well on a separate tab, so the viewers can see
Unless they're listening.
exactly, and then they can still see.
and then they have to
Well, that's
Google.
Describe it in vivid detail.
So most of the pictures of the Renault 5 are either green or yellow. Oh, there you go.
I did see a green one. Yes,
Oh, I
in
still
Wales.
like this one actually. I like this more than the
Yeah.
other one
bit
still.
boxier.
It's cute. I'd love to see someone race this. Go really fast around the corner.
I did.
with
I
it.
saw one on the road. It looked cool.
Really?
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
look nice on the road.
I do
I've seen
like
one or
it.
two.
I like the
Mm.
green.
But so do we like the Nissan Micra?
Of course, yeah, it's great.
But we prefer the Renault 5. Is that what we're saying?
I love the look of it.
I think the Renault 5 has such a distinct shape in the first place.
Mm.
It flows across generations, whereas Nissan Micra has changed design
Mm.
If they made a
over
Micra,
time, because the Micra hasn't
similar.
been the same shape the whole time.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
agreed.
It's not like a trademark kind of
Yeah,
look. It's
yeah, it doesn't
the
have that
main-
kind of Land Rover Defender shape
Yeah.
that
Mm.
is distinct.
Wow, what's it called?
Yeah, the Micra in my eyes has the bug looking
Yeah.
headlights.
Yeah.
You know, the stumpy motors.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking sun. Should have read that before over. Cool.
Right. Cool. Do you
Right.
like it?
I do. I prefer the Renault 5.
Okay.
From a design perspective.
Do you prefer the colour?
I do prefer the colour. Although I think they advertised the colour of the Renault 5, green and yellow, very well.
Yeah, I like the green Renault 5. The blue's
And of
nice.
course, the TV ad for the Renault 5 has got Daft Punk's, quite famous Daft Punk's on it. I believe.
Ooh.
How's it go?
I can't remember.
Anyway, next story. So this one is about MG dealerships.
So,
It's yours.
yeah, I think it's mine. So, my story is there is another EV brand coming to the UK, and it is Chinese. Surprise,
Yay!
surprise. So, and this is MG's premium brand. So, MG is owned by SAIC, who also own Maxus, and Rowe in China. They have a premium brand which is targeted directly at Tesla in
Okay.
every way possible. And it's called IM. Although, in Australia, the IM cars are actually branded MGs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do they? So they're branded as MG, or do they have the MG?
No, they have the
plate
MG badge
it?
on them in Australia.
How do
I
they
don't
do
know why,
that?
but it may be to do with copyright issues. But it is coming to the UK allegedly as IM,
Oh, nice.
and they are premium cars. And obviously, MG is pushing itself up market because obviously it's released the convertible Cyberster,
Mm-hmm.
which is quite a cool thing. You got to give credit to MG for producing interesting cars. One of my criticisms, as you all know, about EVs is some manufacturers don't produce interesting cars, and I think that Renault have absolutely hit the nail on the head. Obviously, Nissan aren't far behind with some of that DNA. MG are leading the field in terms of producing a convertible EV. But the IM range is coming to an MG dealer near you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Much quite like that.
The Cyberster. Yeah, Cyberster you could quite keep. You might want to show the team.
Yeah.
So currently we're looking at a Cyberster.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
a MX-5.
Yeah, MX-5 style.
The later
One of the best bits about it is it does have Lambo doors.
Yeah.
Ooh, bat wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice.
Do you want to put the IM picture up? IM Motors
I'd
one.
love to see an IM.
So you can see when I said they look a bit like Teslas.
It's giving like racer vibes.
It's got quite a
Like-
broad chin.
What is interesting is if you
Porsche,
look at the new
Almost.
MG4 that's coming, it has a very similar nose to that in
Mm.
terms of the headlight design.
Actually, that reminds me. It looks like a BYD Dolphin.
It does look a bit like a BYD.
Very, very similar.
And obviously the BYD Dolphin is they're the old MG4s. You might find a new. Can't see one.
I
there.
see this car a lot on the road, the orange version, like a lot.
Do you like 2026?
I wonder if that's
MG4.
because they kind of stand out.
Turns out
Yeah,
they're-
probably.
You know, they stand out so much that
Mm.
your eye
Was it
gravitates
25 or
towards it.
6?
Or there's just someone in an orange
Yeah.
MG following you around.
Probably.
So you did 2025.
I saw my first JQ in person the other day, and I actually really like the look of it. I feel like it's my type of car as well. I would
Fair
get one. Yeah, I would probably only go for looks with a car. That's probably the most unfortunate side
Yeah,
of
that's still the old one.
my
You wanna go-
opinions.
I think that's it there. So that's the new MG4.
I do not like that car.
Does look quite
you
dull,
can,
mind.
but you can, yeah, it is dull. I thought
not
that
like
compared
that
to the
colour.
existing one. Terrible colour. But you can see the headlight design is very similar to IM.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I bet you it's going to be the most brightest LEDs that, like, if you put your high beams on, you're just dead because you'll crash.
Yeah.
They all seem to have the same
Hopefully they'll have
thing.
sorted out the lane departure assist.
Yes.
But do we like the IM?
Yeah, it looks like
It's a bit
Yeah,
vanilla,
it's-
isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
like
it's-
it's nice, it's cool, but
Once again, the Chinese have resorted to copying other people rather than producing original stuff.
yeah.
And I think when they do produce original stuff, it's actually pretty good.
Mm.
They do have a shine, don't they, on anything they manufacture?
Mm.
That ruins it.
I wonder what the public will actually
So-
think of it.
Yeah, so they're coming to the UK.
Absolutely.
They'll be here
very soon.
Mhm. Interesting stuff.
So
How expensive?
I
Does he say
believe
luxury?
they are in the sort of 38 plus kind of territory, but don't quote me on that. But they are premium, so they will be targeting higher end drivers.
Mm.
See, when I see a car like that, it kind of, because almost
Oh, there
every
you go.
EV
We've
looks
just
the same.
we've just googled it whilst we're on it. I wasn't far off. 39,495
There you go.
for the IM5 and 47,995 for the IM6.
Mm.
To
So
me,
that-
it doesn't seem-
What MG has claimed about it is they were developed with 4 key principles: purposeful, innovation, ultimate performance, intelligent safety, and elevated experience.
Mm.
Obviously, they gave that to their marketing department and said, "Come up with some words."
Interesting
Yes.
big words.
I always think of you could apply those to employees. You know, some employees might be purposeful, others will be innovative. The elevated experience one doesn't that?
Well,
PUP,
What?
personal innovation.
I think that
Performance.
that price point pushes them slightly outside of that £35,000
Well, you will
number.
remember that Rachel Reeves, old Rachel from accounts, has put on a luxury car tax, and the luxury car tax starts at 39,000, I believe.
It's such a
Mm.
Lego head she comes on.
Lego head, yeah, exactly.
Very good.
Good old Lego head. Another one of her entirely failed financial policies. Actually, talking of which, something funny happened this week, right? I read an article in the Telegraph, right? Right. Obviously, it's a newspaper.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a newspaper?
And it's a newspaper, and it is
That's
read
how-
by
that's
people
how I
with
dry my
higher
shoes.
IQs.
No, I dry my shoes with the newspaper. It's fine.
No, that's the
Exactly.
Daily Star.
Right.
Anyway, so in there, but there was one of the funniest stories I've ever read, and I don't think it was intended to be funny, but it had a picture of Andrew Bailey, who's the Bank of England governor, right, saying that he was the last line of defence against Rachel Reeves' economic chaos, right?
Okay.
The funniest thing is Andrew Bailey, if anyone knows anything about it, is probably the single most incompetent head of what was the FCA, oversaw multiple mis-selling scandals, including banking, payment protection insurance, commission scandals, right? Cost billions under his watch. He's like the Keir Starmer Keir Starmer is to Jimmy Savile what he is to banking, right? And the hilarious thing is, the Telegraph wrote a story suggesting that he was a way of preventing Rachel Reeves being worse. Talk about give the keys of the asylum to the inmates. Yeah, see, that's the wrinkly, useless
Oh,
fucker.
he
I
looks
recognise
like
this guy.
he does.
He looks like Jimmy
Rollins.
Savile's love child, doesn't he?
Oh my
No
gosh. He looks
But,
Well,
I
there you
would want
go.
him to
We've
sit next
pissed
to
off the
me.
UK government and the Bank of England. Thank you, James.
but in all seriousness,
Two very small
he
forces.
is an absolute incompetent, because he's also implicated in Liz Truss. Because allegedly,
I remember her.
the story goes, right, if you talk to any Labour politician, they'll ramble on about how bad Liz Truss was, right, and then look at the ruinous behaviour of theirs, right? But when Liz Truss's failed budget came out, allegedly, he claims that she didn't ask him what he thought of it. But allegedly that's untrue.
Oh.
What's that? Cabbage head.
That's Liz Truss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because did one of the newspapers, they put that on the front of the Daily Star to see how long she'd last.
Yeah, they put a lettuce.
Would she last longer than the lettuce?
Yeah.
I think the lettuce outlast her as well.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. But the funny thing is, it's actually proved that Liz Truss was righter than Rachel Reeves, which is funny.
Well, have we got another story?
Next story?
Next story. That's that's my one. So
Surprise!
Still need your story as well.
You need to talk into your...
It's on Teams.
Still
It's
need.
on Teams.
It's on Teams.
It's
Do we have Teams on here?
It's on Teams.
Your Teams.
I was going to remind you to actually put a thumbs up by
It's on Teams.
Well, while
It's
he's
not
looking for it, I'm just going to have a swig of water.
Can't
Are
wait for
you-
VoltsMonster cups.
Huh?
Can't wait for VoltsMonster cups.
Yeah, well, they're coming. They're not here because of Benedict.
Oh, I blame you, Benedict, for not letting me have a tea. I'm kidding.
Why don't I drink tea, do I?
I love
Well,
tea.
you could have water, couldn't you?
In a mug.
Or just hot water.
Or coconut water.
Hot water's really good for you.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it any
good.
better than normal water?
Well, it has beneficiaries compared to normal water, I guess.
Benefits rather than
Benefits.
beneficiaries.
Beneficiary.
Beneficiaries.
I did not
would-
mean to say that word. I don't know what came out of my mouth then.
No.
Benefit.
No. That's not
Beneficiary
an-
is like a
That's not an
special
uncommon
word for...
experience for you, though, is it?
I
Not
mean,
really being sure what comes out of your mouth.
I just say stuff. Hope for the best.
It just comes
To be
out.
honest,
doesn't it?
I just do shit. I don't really think about what I do. I just do
what I
shit.
need to
I don't
do.
tend to just say shit. I just do shit.
Anyway, have you caught up?
I was with you, Sue.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so we have a new story. A next story. What
Next
is
story.
our next
And
story?
the next story is...
UK car makers unveil EV incentives.
Well, you had to read that. You didn't actually know what your own story was.
I'm like verbally dyslexic, aren't I? So.
Are you?
Not verbally
You just
dyslexic.
discriminate them.
Did you just diagnose yourself on the spot there?
You may be lots of things. That's not one of your traits.
Anyway, so got a couple of car manufacturers offering incentives to the UK population.
Why didn't you move the thing?
So what are these incentives,
See,
Virgil?
look, now it's in front of you.
So they vary on
Look,
the actual.
there you go.
They vary on the manufacturers themselves. No,
Okay.
You wouldn't
No, I
believe.
can't see the fucking thing, can I? Is that good? Happy?
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm not the technical expert, am I?
No. Anyway, so Smart UK, Smart Cars, have launched a £1,500 EV car grant access across its entire model range, offering total.
Well, hang on. Isn't this that some car manufacturers didn't wait for Rachel Reeves? So Rachel Reeves brought out a grant for EVs, which
Yes.
is like $3,500.
Well, there's
Did
there's
then
two
say-
bands of it, I believe.
Yeah,
isn't there?
and then said, "Oh, but it'll only apply to British built cars." Then sort of changed it to it will then apply to also European built cars.
Does she not like?
At
Chinese
which point,
EVs?
all of the Chinese brands just went, "Fuck it, we'll knock $3,500 off the price of all our cars."
Yeah, it's basically.
That's
and-
amazing.
and they have to be in a
as they
Followed
certain.
by the Koreans, who did exactly the same thing within about 24 hours.
As they should.
And what you've now got is the other European cars like Cupra basically going, well, we'll do the same, but doing it at £1,500.
Yeah, basically.
Is that correct?
I think that's pretty. Accurate.
Is that a good summary?
It was. Yeah.
How do I know more about this than you?
Anyway, so the BYD one, very interestingly, BYD.
Can you imagine, right? If you really were Virgil, right? There we go. The alarm would go off, and he'd run to Thunderbird 2, and he'd get there, and then his co-pilot would have to go, "Yeah, you need to turn it on, mate.
So anyway, the,
Coming into land, mate. You need to put your landing gear down. Otherwise, you're going to ruin Tracy Island."
So anyway, the BYD right incentive. What I found quite interesting.
And for those watching, he was giving me for those listening, he was giving me the dirty Benedict eye.
Naughty eye.
More like
Naughty eye. How would you describe his eye? Would you describe it as threatening?
Yeah, and then it coincides with. Anyway,
Anyway.
Anyway, go on with it.
Fucking
come on,
hell.
hurry up.
So yeah, so BYD, their incentive is they've offered 5 years of free maintenance. On
That's funny though, isn't it? On an EV.
It is.
What is the maintenance on an EV?
What
But-
do you need to
Pollen filter.
maintenance?
Tyres.
Let's have a quick game. Name the things that might be maintenance on an EV. Benedict, first one.
Software update.
Software update. Most of those are over the air.
Window wiper blades.
Window wiper blades.
The air coolant system thing
What?
to make the air cold.
Oh, like air
Air
conditioning gas.
conditioning
Yeah.
gas.
Oh,
It's a
well done.
liquid.
That's
Yeah.
well done for knowing it exists.
I know what it is.
What's mine? Tyres.
And that comes to a grand total of £45.
And next one? What's the next thing? We keep going, and then the loser has to hoover or something.
LEDs at the front grille.
That's not a maintenance item, though, is it?
It might be. It might be.
It's not.
It might be too bright.
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay.
That's a wah 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 wah.
What about the internal LEDs?
They are not maintenance items.
What about the HUD?
Why would that be a maintenance item? That
You
just
can't see
means
the
it's
HUD, you can't see
broken.
how- You can't see how much you're.
Maintenance is things that wear out.
Oh fucking hell, my patience.
That was really good. He's such a bitter loser, isn't he?
The cabin filter.
Well, where's that one in EV?
Cabin filter.
Right, yeah, next one. Right, you're out.
Brilliant.
Next.
Cabin filter.
You've already said that. Isn't
Is that the same as a pollen filter? See,
Yeah,
I
pretty
thought,
much.
yeah, pretty basically, isn't it?
The water.
Coolant.
You're out anyway, go on.
The screen cleaner.
Well
stuff that
well
comes out.
done.
So proud of myself.
Outperformed by someone who doesn't have a car.
Yeah. But it's the fact I love the fact she claps like a seal. Can we bring a ball in that she can balance at the same time?
That's so funny.
Absolutely. Look. On that note, did we make Mary Ann the winner?
Yeah, I think you deserve the win for that one.
I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah. Well,
Win.
You win my MT.
No, thank you.
So well done. You get the prize of this week's challenge.
So proud of myself.
Right, next.
Sorry,
you really are boring. Can you get on with it?
So they've BYD plus an extended power battery warranty to 8 years, and specifically 155,342 miles.
It's a very specific
That's
number.
it's a suspiciously specific number.
When I read that, I just thought I don't know why
They must have made that up, surely.
So 8-year warranty.
But specifically 155,342 miles. If you do
miles.
343 miles, you don't
You
get a
would
warranty.
be pissed off, wouldn't you? If you got to that number and then it just went.
I think if you were within 5 miles of that, you'd be really pissed
Yeah,
off.
you would be.
You'd be like, oh god, I can't drive it.
I mean, you know battery technology pretty well, I think, compared to us. So, what, 8 years? How?
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Okay.
in my other businesses, we do battery energy storage. Our cell failure rate over the lifespan of the batteries is 3.4 cells per million.
Fair enough.
Oh,
So for all those
I don't
people
quite
who
understand.
worry about how long that means, what do you mean you don't understand? It's 3.4 cells
okay.
per million cells.
Oh, okay. Then that's no issue then.
And there could be 500 or 1,000 cells in a car battery.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
Is that right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me now.
Do you want to clap?
Arr.
Okay. There you go.
That is 0.0003 percent failure rate.
Okay, that makes more
It's
sense to me
pretty good,
actually. Yay!
Anyway, next story. Shaw's dog. First models approved for electric car grant. Tell us more.
Yeah. So this,
So these two stories are very similar.
People love money and getting discounts.
So the first one shouldn't be mistaken with this, which is the first story is where car manufacturers went, up yours, Rachel Reeve, you Lego-brained moron. We're going to bring out our own one, which is basically a discount that proves they're overpriced in the first place.
Yeah, that does actually.
Which is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, they've kind of made themselves look a bit silly by doing that, haven't they?
But this is actually cars that qualify for the grant. So
And
does
the
this
first-
mean? But
the
does
first
this mean
ones-
you don't get the discount and the grant?
I imagine so. I imagine it's one or the other.
I don't know.
So Citroen, that's who has been blessed with the first, or they've qualified first for the grant with some of their C models and with their Berlingo. I can't remember exactly the models. Say again?
M version only.
What version?
M version.
What does
I
that
don't
mean?
I don't even know what the M version is. The Blingo.
Does it have a ramp
It might do.
for your disabled dog?
So yes, within the grant as well, I think it's quite specific in terms that it has to be under £35,000 to qualify for the grant.
Well, yeah, because I
Which
think,
is like
I think
double
for
discount, is
Yeah,
double
but-
bubble.
But for Rachel Reeves, it would have been a bit weird that you'd buy a car that was over her arbitrary £39,000 threshold for being a luxury vehicle, to then give you a grant that makes it less than that.
But they've just created a no-go zone for pricing, though.
Exactly.
Surely.
Yeah.
So it's a bit strange.
It
We'll have that.
feels a bit like communist market manipulation to me.
I mean,
What do you know about communism?
not much, to be honest.
You
I know I've
you
been
are
called
our
a
resident
communist,
communist.
as you like to say. But
By your own admission.
I know that the Chinese used to have a little bit of communism kicking about, didn't they? For lack of a better term. But
And anyway, you've now got Jeremy Corbyn that you can lick instead.
Or Jazza.
I don't lick Jeremy Corbyn. I would never lick Jeremy Corbyn. And Jeremy Corbyn, don't you dare try and get me to lick you.
To be fair, he's already licked Diane Abbott, which is a terrifying thought in itself.
Mm.
So hopefully maths isn't captured by licking.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she was rubbish at maths. Anyway.
So Citroën have been our friends across the water in
From the communist French
in
Republic.
Citroën have been given. I'm going to not do that accent
No.
actually.
What colour is it?
Oh, I like that colour.
It's
I
red
like
as
that.
well.
That's
Ford
what-
Explorer
That's not
red.
red, that's Labour red.
That is very Labour red.
Oh, I was just thinking like it's British red.
Which brings me to their logo, which always I think is one of the best jokes ever in the history of jokes. Why is the Labour Party's logo a rose?
I don't know.
Because it's all pretty on top with a bunch of pricks underneath.
That's
Yeah, that's a good joke.
That's
Good
good,
joke.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's so applicable.
And maybe that actually leads way to our next section of jokes.
Yes, we do have a joke.
Because I feel like that story is kind of done and
So
dusted.
the next stage of the podcast is going to be, we are going to have EV Joke of the Week.
Yay!
Now, some of these will have tumbleweeds featuring in them. Do you know what a tumbleweed is?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah, funny enough.
Don't get them in the UK though, do we?
No.
I think you might find they appear at parties involving Keir Starmer spontaneously. Like he finishes speaking and people go, "Oh
Cricket
God, what?"
We don't want to, polarise our audience, James.
Polarise our audience. Well, no, look. At the end of the day, it's about reality, isn't it? Anyway, look. I am not very good at telling jokes because the last time I got asked to tell a joke,
We do know that.
what do you mean? Well, you might not. You might know that, but the two things I can't remember in life are people's names and faces and jokes. So,
That was 3 things.
well, no, two of them are together, right? I'm terrible with names and faces, right?
Counting.
So
What?
And counting.
And counting.
what's your name?
What is my name?
I look in the mirror in the morning. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, get out!
Is that just because your girlfriend's much taller than you?
I was talking about
So when
you.
you look up, you go,
Hang on, James.
realise I had long
You
hair.
are not my girlfriend.
You wish. But back in the day, when I worked for a big corporate company, we went on this like away day to Belgium, right? Because I was relatively senior, we'd had quite a lot to drink, right? And bearing in mind the senior directors of the company were there, including the HR director. Of
So
unnamed
because you were like relatively senior, everyone had quite a bit to drink. It's like-
Right. So they'd all had it. So then it became this sort of competition as to who could tell a joke, right?
Oh god.
And they said, James, you go first.
Right.
So I'm stood there and I'm like, why is the only joke I can remember offensive to half the population?
Yeah.
And being an Essex boy, do you want to know what the joke was? This should come.
I think you owe us the joke.
Well, I will give you the joke, right? But it was literally the only joke I could think of, right? I'm stood there. I've got like 2,000 people who work for the company in an auditorium going, joke, 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 joke,
Oh
joke.
god.
So just a little bit of peer pressure, right?
There's definitely more eager than we are.
Huh?
Definitely more eager to hear this joke than we are.
Yes, absolutely. So, being a good Essex boy, I thought the only joke I know was an Essex girl joke,
Okay.
right? What's the difference between an Essex girl on a mosquito
On a mosquito.
and a mosquito?
Don't know.
I think.
The mosquito stops sucking when you slap it.
I did see that one coming actually.
Unfortunately, right?
How was that here?
Right?
Yeah.
Now, we do not condone physical violence or any of that sort of thing.
Especially not against mosquitoes.
But, right, and this is the but, right? There was... You could have dropped a pin and heard it as everyone went...
Surely someone could have, like... It's bad, but it's like... Surely
Right?
there
I
would have been
bet you
someone
got some
who
laughs
laughed
there.
at it.
You got some
And there was
fucking
like
laughs.
there was like a second or two pause while there was this intake of breath.
And did you
right?
shit yourself in that moment?
Right? At which point, most of the room fell about laughing.
Mm.
The person's face that I remember was the HR director's. She was like stood there going...
There's no way this guy just said
So
that.
you remember in Home Alone, and Macaulay Culkin had that, or...
Yeah.
She literally looked like that.
Did she go?
That's crazy.
I like him too.
And all I could see, and I've written across her face, was, fuck, this is going to be a lot of paperwork.
Because everyone's going to report you now.
But that's the thing. I imagine it was like everyone at some point wanted to laugh, and the second one person laughed, it just was a snowball.
And then literally the whole place was pissing themselves laughing.
Because it gets funnier.
And do you want to know the funniest thing about it was not a single person complained. And that is where the world has come to. So in 2001 when this happened, right, that was acceptable and funny in that environment, right?
Yeah.
In today's world, the gens over there would have been so offended.
It's funny because
There would have been 15 employment tribunals before we got back from Belgium.
like 2001 was before I was born, which is crazy. And time has changed a lot since then.
I don't think it's changed. I think the people are just idiots.
I would have found it funny, but then I would have been like, oh, was
You
it
don't
right?
find anything like that funny.
It's one of those, like, you can kind of... I think it depends on your attitude towards it.
Anyway,
really, doesn't
we
it?
do have an EV-related joke.
Right.
Yay!
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are we ready for it?
He doesn't look ready. Maybe you should make
So-
him get ready.
In future, I will try and remember these and just tell it as a joke. But
I don't know
I literally printed this off and came to record this.
I printed
So-
off and came.
That's what I do.
So, my mate bought an EV to offset his carbon footprint. This is the same guy who flew to Ibiza to cheat on his wife, got chlamydia from a girl he thought net zero was a DJ.
That is actually quite funny. I do
Yeah,
like
it's
that
good.
I
one.
thought that wasn't too bad.
Net zero is a DJ, isn't it?
Maybe it is. Maybe we should Google that.
Uh,
Come on, Google controller. Something just broke behind us.
it's like...
There was another one,
Go on.
right, which you also might like. So this is a bonus joke, which I
What?
think is quite dark, right?
I love Dark.
And it is, I love electric cars. As you know, I love electric cars, right? They're silent, efficient. Best of all, they're perfect when you're contemplating driving into a tree without waking the neighbours.
Because they're silent.
You know what would wake the neighbours is the ding, ding, ding noise, you know?
So,
With that fucking Ford
has your
noise.
internet broken on your Apple device? Why don't you find an Apple and do it?
I might
Get
think
a
about
response.
that.
Anyway, so that is this week's EV-related joke.
Yeah, I mean, they were quite good.
Oh,
They were quite good.
So in true Jimmy Carson style, we should be going.
I think he laughs on the inhale, isn't it?
If I do that, I'll just cough or swallow something.
Better not be me.
That's enough to.
I wonder if Benedict will stop sucking if you slap him.
It wake me up.
So, on that note, that is the episode 1 of season 2 of VoltsMonster.
Yay!
Yes.
And we need a little summary, don't we?
We do. So
what have we learned today, boys and girls?
So, in summary for my story, our French friends across the pond are the first...
Non-luxury car to get a discount.
Yep, to get, a couple quid
In
off
true
of their...
communist style.
Amen.
I don't
Marion?
like the Mercedes-Benz new idea.
No. What you've learnt is that the second coming of Jesus might happen when you're approached by a Mercedes, or at least you might mistake it for it.
Yeah, I will, because it's just let there be light. You
Exactly.
I've learned there is a DJ called Net Zero.
Is there actually?
Did you get chlamydia from them?
Yeah, I've got chlamydia just by googling that. So.
Okay. So you're just dirty. But above all, we do know that Virgil will stop sucking if you slap him. And on that note, it's time to end. Bye from Newbie.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
See you later.
That's embarrassing.
What are you doing?
And it's bye from James.
It's difficult, isn't it?
He's difficult.
Say bye then.
And it's bye from me.
Fuck me.